guys, welcome back to the shop. Today we're going to be taking a look at this guy. This is basically the cheapy Harbor Freight grinder, the cheapest one they sell. This one's labeled as a Drill Master, but nowadays it's been sort of rebranded as a Warrior brand, as you might know. They sell for about 15 bucks, and usually there's a coupon to make them 10 bucks. So pretty cheap grinder. The reason we're taking a look at this one is I killed it. So I was at work, cutting away on a floor. Probably only had it running about 30 seconds, which I'm assuming is higher than its duty cycle. But it stopped working. It just kind of got real hot. And I feel like the switch may have melted. It seems to have freed up, but it seems way kind of gummier. That it used to feel really gummy. Now it's kind of freed up. I think something in here got very hot and very broken. So we're going to take it apart and see what happened. Oh, and if you're wondering, I'm plugging it in right now. I got nothing. I swear that outlet works. So let's take a look. All right, take it apart. I got my DeWalt Impact. I probably should be using the Denali screwdriver. I know a lot of you guys like that video, but that's at work. So got the guard off. Let's get into the kind of drive portion. Good amount of grease in there. They're pretty generous. There is definitely a lot of wear on that crown gear, but not too bad. I also see a little snap ring to take that apart. Right there we've got the detents, or not the detents, but the little holes where this lock engages for taking the discs on and off. Not too much wiggle in there. That's pretty good. Let's continue on. Big old plastic screws. Screws for plastic, not made of plastic. Get that head off. And I guess part of the motor comes. There is a sneaky screw back here. I don't see any under the label. Oh. Well, that one will probably tell us everything we need to know. You can see. Okay, that's caught on the brushes. Let me grab some sort of poking device. This will work. I might be able to just take those brushes completely out. I'm going to take the brushes out. There's a rear bearing on this, and the brushes are kind of keeping that bearing from coming out. Or, well, keeping the armature from coming out. Rotor? That's what it's called. Rotor. Okay. Brushes are off to the side. So that should come out. So we got some good balance marks, which means they did something on this. A little bit of wear on the commutator, but not terrible. It's got a little bit of a fan to it. I was expecting, this is also dipped in epoxy, that's another good sign. I was really expecting this to just be completely melted down, but that actually looks pretty good. So there's a lot of heat going into it, but I don't see any damage to the motor itself. So there are brushes, they're looking fine. But the big thing, so our switch is actually back here, and this seems to be what actuates it. Yeah. So that switch is actually kind of working, but our connection to the switch has broken. We got 2 more screws back here. Looks like I need an actual screwdriver for them. Screwdriver that fits in the hole. This one? Maybe. And then I can take a look at that. These are some long boys. Interesting. Anyway, so there's a slide portion to the switch. It's here, and it is disconnected from that guy. So I think, can't see it, but I think that melted. So that seems to be the failure mode. I also see some zip ties that were on there. Those also got really hot and melted. But overall, it doesn't actually look too bad. So I think I'm going to try to get this back together, leaving this section off, and see if I can manually operate that. Okay guys, got it back together, minus the rear little clamshell bit. So now I do the thing that is the don't try this at home part. We're going to see if it'll run. I'm going to just flick the switch, but obviously we're going to take some safety precautions. This guy is on power strip. That power strip has a circuit breaker, so if anything bad happens, it'll cut it off. I'm going to keep my hands far away from this, and then also remember that there's going to be some sparks coming out of here because it's a brushed motor. So without any delay, let's see if this works. All right, so the crusty $10 grinder from Harbor Freight still works by some definition of works. Obviously, I'm not going to continue using this. If I really wanted to, I might try to fix this switch and make it do something. But yeah, so the failure mode is the piece of plastic on the switch got hot and it broke. So for 10 bucks is really hard to beat, but if you can start feeling this get warm, just put it down. Yeah, obviously you can get a much nicer grinder. I've got a really nice DeWalt battery one. That's the one I use pretty much daily. But sometimes, you know, if you're on a budget and you just need a couple projects, one of these guys will do the job. Just don't expect any sort of, don't expect it to, you know, be the best grinder in the world. If you come at it with reasonable expectations, it seems to be okay. All right, well, that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a tool teardown.